What is
the reason people from Tsinghua University are coming to compete for these ordinary positions with a monthly salary of several thousand yuan? Is it because he is lazy and doesn't want to work hard? Or is it because he really can't find a job this year? Yesterday, I saw the news. The Culture, Sports and Tourism Bureau of a region in Shenzhen openly recruited junior staff. They usually work in libraries and art galleries or do auxiliary work in cultural centers. They are not formal employees, and their monthly salary is about a few hundred US dollars. The requirements are not high. A bachelor's degree or above is acceptable. A total of 16 people are to be recruited. Unexpectedly, more than 4,500 people applied. When I saw the information about these 4,500 people, what surprised me most was their academic qualifications. There are many graduates from famous universities, such as Renmin University, Sun Yat-sen University, and Xiamen University. The most incredible thing is that Tsinghua University is there, and half of them are master's degree students. I was just wondering, what is the reason? People from Tsinghua University are coming to compete for these junior positions with a monthly salary of a few $100s. There are only two reasons. First, they are really lazy and don't want to challenge themselves. The second reason is that there are really few job opportunities this year, and it's difficult to find a job. There have been many similar situations recently. On September 18th, netizens discovered that in the Palace Museum's 2024 graduate recruitment list, a Peking University graduate majoring in software engineering applied for a frontline security position in the security department. Netizens have different opinions on this. Some question, are graduates from Peking University overqualified to work as security guards? However, some believe that this is just a personal choice. Someone said it is normal for college students to do ordinary jobs. In this regard, a Palace Museum staff member explained that the frontline security in the security department includes computer-related general office duties and actual security work, which is a comprehensive position. The staff member also revealed that the working hours of the Forbidden City security guards are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m., and sometimes overtime is required. In addition, he made it clear that the security positions at the Forbidden City are official employees with state jobs. Like Peking University graduates applying to be security at the Forbidden City, Yunnan Baoshan College's recent recruitment has also attracted attention. Among the school's recruitment list for dormitory administrators are 3 master's degree students, respectively from North China University, Yunnan Agricultural University, and Southwest Forestry University. Their majors are mechanical engineering, environmental science, and agricultural management. It's reported that the dormitory administrator's main responsibility is only to manage the daily affairs of the student apartment. Many netizens doubt that it's incredible that a person with such a high degree of education ends up becoming a dormitory administrator. Recently, another piece of news has attracted widespread attention. Peng Hui, who has a PhD in philosophy from Peking University, would have a very smooth career path in the eyes of outsiders. Unexpectedly, he cannot find a job now. It's reported that graduates like Peng Hui often choose to work as college teachers. However, competition for university teaching positions has become extremely fierce in recent years. He submitted more than 60 resumes to some very good universities across the country, hoping to become a university teacher. As a result, everything fell on deaf ears. In desperation, he could only lower his standards and finally found a teaching job at an ordinary private university in Zhejiang. Most people believe that students who graduate from top universities such as Tsinghua University and Peking University should be the most valued talents by companies or universities, but Peng Hui's experience shattered this illusion. The girl in the video is crying for her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is a graduate student majoring in civil engineering at a famous university. After 20 years of hard study, he experienced unemployment after graduation. For 2 months, he searched for jobs but was repeatedly rejected. The frustration in the job search process made him increasingly frustrated. In the morning, the boyfriend confessed to the girl that he could no longer hold on, and life's pressure made him breathless. The girl saw him sitting beside the bed in the rental house in a daze and was worried that he would want to commit suicide, so she stayed by his side and never left. Some experts pointed out that devaluing academic qualifications is already a real problem. In intensified employment competition, job seekers desire stability, leading to an increasingly common phenomena of highly educated people entering low-barrier jobs.
对吧？北大博士都难找工作了。
It's not easy for PhD students from Peking University to find jobs. Let me tell you about the reality of the past few years. The devaluation of academic qualifications is now an inevitable trend, and everyone should be able to see it. Since 1998, I remember that our university has begun to expand enrollment, including master's and doctoral degrees. However, the earliest PhD graduates have only been working for more than 20 years, or at least more than 10 years, and they have not yet retired. However, these positions are limited, and teaching positions will not be expanded in large numbers. The blogger bluntly said that some people are still immersed in a halo of status, always thinking, I am from Tsinghua University, I am from Peking University, and believe that with their education from a prestigious school, they will be able to get a high-paying and decent job. But the reality is not like that. The advantages brought by this kind of academic qualification are no longer enough to gain a foothold in the job market just by relying on the title of a prestigious school. Understanding that the number of positions is limited, some top students took the initiative to lower their expectations and apply for jobs with low requirements. After all, the pressure of employment is too great. Everyone thinks that they should find a job first and then talk about the future. But the problem is that in reality, many employers have concerns about highly educated people, especially those jobs with simple operations and low technical content, such as going to a factory to tighten screws or do assembly line work. If your education is too high, it'll become an unstable factor. Companies will worry that high-end talent like you won't be able to stay and may leave at any time. They may even think that you're a time bomb who will resign after only a few days of working. They will continue to look for people to fill the vacancies. This worry prevents many companies from recruiting highly educated people. Instead, they are more willing to find employees with matching academic qualifications and willing to work in their positions for a long time. Therefore, when applying for a job with a doctorate or master's degree, the halo of a prestigious school is often no longer as helpful as in the past. But you need to look at your employment situation more pragmatically. It's worth noting that the article 5 Questions Where Have Tsinghua Graduates Gone, published by the official WeChat public account of Tsinghua University, shows that among the 2023 Tsinghua graduates, only 8% chose to study abroad or overseas, and most chose direct employment. Among state-owned enterprises, China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation and State Grid Corporation of China are the most popular choices. While among private enterprises, Huawei ranks first, followed by BYD. Some netizens pointed out that in the past, Tsinghua students did not like to work in state-owned enterprises or private companies, but now they have no choice but to compromise, which shows how stressful employment is. On the other hand, this situation also brings greater competitive pressure to other college students, making it more difficult to find a job. In addition, in order to seek stable jobs, many people choose to apply for civil servants, making formal employee positions increasingly attractive. In recent years, due to the pressure of the economic downturn, civil service job opportunities have become increasingly difficult to obtain. As a result, millions of people take the civil service examination every year. Most people apply for civil servants because they fancy this position's stability and security. Unfortunately, most people cannot judge future trends and can only make choices by following the trend. However, when many people enter the same industry or field in China, competition becomes extremely fierce. However, when the industry reaches a certain saturation point, everyone's profit margin in competition will gradually shrink. This excessive competition has not only pressed practitioners but also stagnated the industry's overall development, leading to inefficient competition and meaningless internal friction. It's reported that civil servants' jobs have become easier in the past 3 decades because of China's urbanization process and booming real estate industry. During this period, local governments and civil servants can be said to have been the biggest beneficiaries of real estate development. However, the land finance model is now facing huge challenges, especially after the deterioration of the external environment and the epidemic's impact in recent years. At the same time, with the cliff-like decline in birth rates, many third- and fourth-tier cities are gradually facing huge risks, namely population reduction and declining economic vitality. Therefore, graduates from prestigious schools who apply for positions below the county level in the central and western regions may regret it a few years later. Because when you reach the grassroots level, you may even face financial difficulties and salary arrears. At the same time, the CCP's economic policies are putting more and more high-income earners in China in trouble, which may trigger a broader social crisis. Thomas Wu, a 43-year-old insurance executive, has been feeling confused about his career prospects recently. Salary increases have nothing to do with how hard you work, and work is meaningless, he said. According to Bloomberg, Mr. Wu fell into deep anxiety while riding his bicycle on the streets of Shanghai late at night. His salary has been cut by 20%, the company may also lay off employees, and he is facing pressure not only for daily expenses but also to continue to pay the tuition fees for his 2 children to attend international schools. This kind of pressure plagues many upper-middle-class people. They once thought they could get a better life through hard work, but now they find that working hard seems meaningless. Mr. Wu's confusion reflects the common sentiment among China's upper-income class. Some netizens describe the specific situation in Hangzhou. With the economic downturn and declining consumption power, the lifestyle of the middle class in Hangzhou has undergone significant changes. In terms of family education and investment, the middle class invested heavily in their children's education in the past. Many families sent their children to study abroad before entering high school or enrolled them in multiple tutoring classes. However, most families now choose to cut back on education expenditures. Plans to study abroad have been put on hold, and the number of tutoring classes has been reduced to 1. Some families even encourage their children to study on their own to avoid unnecessary consumption. In terms of daily life and tourism consumption, during holidays in the past, many families would choose to travel with their elderly and stay in hotels. Now, more people travel by car and live in the suburbs or near scenic spots to save money. In addition, the decline in household consumption levels has also affected the profitability of the catering and hotel industries. Catering profit margins have fallen sharply, and a wave of bankruptcies has gradually emerged. In terms of catering and banquets, in the past, business banquets were usually held in high-end clubs or high-end restaurants in famous scenic spots. Nowadays, the consumption level of the middle class has declined. In the past, they drank expensive drinks such as imported vodka or Muay Thai, but now they are gradually being replaced by more cost-effective domestic wine or ordinary wine. In addition, as the Chinese government has promoted salary reduction policies at state-owned financial companies in recent years, the once prosperous financial, technology, and real estate industries have begun to decline. Although these industries have made considerable contributions to China's rapid economic growth in the past, the CCP leadership now favors high-quality development fields such as new energy and wafers. Many financial practitioners lamented that not only did they not receive corresponding returns, they were also criticized on social media for their so-called hedonistic lifestyle. Tracy, an employee of a securities company in Beijing, believes that the country no longer values financial talents, and the low mood has spread to the entire industry. Mutual fund executive Sharon Cao even admitted that she had been taking sleeping pills for a long time because of too much pressure. She expected to suffer more salary cuts in the future and even sold her Porsche to reduce expenses. The salary cuts in China's financial industry have wide-ranging impacts. Take CICC as an example. In April 2023, the company slashed basic wages, with some employees seeing their wages shrink by as much as 25%. This blow is fatal for those who rely on high wages to survive. In addition to the financial industry, the consumer technology industry is also in deep trouble. Layoffs at technology giants such as Alibaba and Tencent have affected tens of thousands of employees. The downturn in the real estate industry has also forced many people to change careers. Ivy has sold hundreds of millions of real estate for Country Garden. Ivy Zhang can now only sell healthcare products on social platforms. She sighed, "If you still think about living the kind of life you had before, it's a dream." Experts warn that this series of economic policies is eroding the confidence of China's high-income classes and may trigger a broader social crisis. Christopher Marquis, a professor at the University of Cambridge, pointed out that these professionals were once the backbone of China's economic development, and their sense of loss is brewing a dangerous undercurrent. In the next few years, if high-income earners continue to lose motivation and seek overseas employment opportunities, China's economy may sink further into a downturn. Whether policy shifts can reverse this trend remains unknown.